Hey, what's up guys? It is Mad Dog with another video. So, sorry about the lack of videos going on for a while. Work has been very stressful. So, anyway, in today's video, I'm going to go over a bouncer and how I feel about this class and is it worth your time if you haven't already played it. So, I've had a little time with bouncer and so far I'm liking it. It's not a bad class. It takes a little getting used to, especially with jet boots, but other than that, the class does perform admirably, and that's probably the prevailing theme with classes going on from PSO onwards now, is that they've just been redone, reamped, and revamped. Just a whole new class than what they used to be, and that's a very good thing. So we're seeing things like from Braver, how that class is just really just changed, and it's a really good class too. And I feel Bouncer, with its ability to really down enemies quickly, is really great. Especially since, well, as of recording this video, everyone and their mama is a bouncer. So it's not a terrible thing. It's just, you're going to see that with every new class. Everyone's going to play that class for a good maybe week, maybe 2 weeks, and then the herd will thin down and go back to the classes they were really enjoying. So we're pretty much in the middle of October right now, and we will see the winter update most likely late December. So they've added a lot of new stuff, which I will go over in another video. This one is just solely going to be Bouncer, and just, yeah, it's a great class. I think the Twin Blades are probably my favorite aspect of it, though I could just use a little bit more practice with it. But, you know, class just came out yesterday, and it's a fun class. And seeing how the weapons are going, the new ability capsules and new weapons and stuff, really good. Now, I will say they added mission pass stuff, so you'll start seeing that pop up in the left hand corner of my screen as things go on. Again, I will cover that in another video. Another great addition to the game, a little more stuff to do and some rewards to obtain, so that's good. Overall, Bouncer, I feel it could use a little bit more polish, especially with a few PAs, especially with jet boots. Other than that, using text with the class is nice too, although I haven't really used too many texts, maybe just a couple. But you can play like a pseudo force if you want to close the gap with a certain text, or you want to widen the gap with, you know, Foe and Barda and Zonde. So it's really nice. Looking forward to new texts, whatever they'll be and whenever it'll be, and just to add new varieties of just stuff that Bouncer can do. So the class by itself is just very utility, in downing enemies. So whenever you hit an enemy in this weak spot or any of these breakable parts, you can down them, which they'll get staggered, open up additional weak points, etc., etc. Bouncer does have a skill to help you accomplish that, which I recommend you learn. It's a really good thing. Since Bouncer's PAs all involve a lot of multi-hits, especially with the Twin Blades. And yes, I know I'm calling them Twin Blades because I refuse to call them Sword Blades because that's a stupid name. But anyway, with the Twin Blades, you can really unleash a lot of combos and you can down enemies more frequently. You can also learn skills for breaking enemy parts, which I don't really use because why really? I mean, unless it exposes another weak point, that's perfectly fine. Like with the Silver Dowdle Sword here, and you can break his middle part and you can break his back part quite easily. But of course, you'll have other bouncers if you're in MPAs that'll have that skill and break them for you. But other than that, the class's multi-hit PAs are just ludicrously, ridiculously good, especially after you add augments to your weapons, you grind your weapons, add abilities to those weapons, unlock potentials. You can do some pretty ridiculous damage, and that's just saying that the class just came out, and you can already deal some pretty good damage. Now with jet boots, on the other hand, their PAs are a little different, in which you can actually alter their damage by consuming more PP to charge up the PA. So, for example, you can take one PA, hit the button once, and you'll deal, you know, your basic PA. If you hold the button down, you'll consume more PP, the attack changes, and becomes that more devastating. So, depending on your situation, you can do some pretty good damage. Now, with the Twin Blades, it's pretty much the same thing, except you can actually alter what the PA does. So if you tap the PA button again in the middle of a PA or towards the beginning, you can actually shift your PA into something totally different. So that's really unique and really cool. Reminds me of Braver, but Braver, of course, you can string together other PAs. Like you can do one PA and you can string it to another PA, and then you can close it with a different PA, which is nice. Another good thing about Twin Blades, I was about to say Sword Blades there. Another good thing about Twin Blades is you can actually shoot off photon blades, and there's PAs that revolve photon blades, so it's really cool too. Just a way to get some damage going out. Now, one thing you should definitely do with Bouncer is get used to dodging a lot. So they don't really have a counter unless you're using jet boost, but if you're using your twin blades, your weapon action is actually launching out photon blades. So you want to get in the habit of dodging. This will allow you to immediately counterattack, providing you've learned the necessary skill, in which if you have 20 skill points, you can allot it to almost every single skill. So that's a good thing. But you want to make sure you have that skill so you can immediately counterattack. Then hitting the attack button again will allow you to follow up with another attack. So yeah, if you know you're going to get hit, just dodge and follow up with a counterattack. Really nice way to do some extra damage and keep you on your toes and keep your HP up. Now, in closing, I will say Bouncer is going to be another one of those classes where you're going to see a lot of people maybe stay as Bouncer, but until the winter update, when they add new skills, we'll see how this class evolves. Also, the the Halloween event is just around the corner. I would say next maintenance. I thought it was this one, but that's okay. Looks like it'll most likely be next maintenance. I know they've been having some problems with some bugs with controller support for original PSO 2, but if you don't really play that game, that shouldn't really concern you if you're using your gamepad. But so far, so good for Bouncer. Really enjoying the class. It's very, very good for downing, which is a good thing. I know techers could do sort of the same thing, and fighters can really hammer down for knocking out enemies, but Bouncer just does that way better, and it's a really fun and flashy class to use. So, that in mind, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enjoying Bouncer. And if you are, let me know down in the comments below. How are you liking Bouncer? Is it a fun class? Maybe it's just too much, too flashy. Who knows? But, of course, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.